How you doing, guys? Welcome to my next video. And do you have money to burn? Are you a famous rapper like Rick Ross and you have so much money you don't know what to do with it? Maybe you can buy Louis Vuitton trash bags like some of those rich French guys and Kanye West. Or you could just buy yourself a Hubsan H501S or A or SS or any Hubsan drone. Mine came from Gearbest with faults, and these red rings around here are the screws which were all broken. It also came with broken antennas. The 2.4 gigahertz antenna had a hairline crack in it. I had to replace both pigtail antennas, and the patch antenna was wearing out at the base. I didn't want to send it back because you know how long these things take, and I looked at the YouTube videos from Drone Worship, Quadcopter, all those kind of guys, and everyone said that the repairs are quite simple, so I decided to get it all done myself. I emailed Gearbest and they offered me $15, which couldn't buy a hamburger. So then they offered me $30, which would have covered the cost of the housing. So I thought, okay, fine, let's get on with it. So at first the drone was flying okay, took decent videos, took a few pictures here and there and everything seemed fine. But I noticed that it started to lose control and return to home quick. So anyway, I got on with it. And one day on my full flight, I think it was, the drone took up, was nice, going nice and easy, about 10 meters in the sky for about 10 seconds, floated nicely. The next thing you know, wham, it went into light speed. It took off right across the field, through the trees, smashing, like all leaves coming out, birds flying all out the trees. It was absolutely bonkers. All the people from the next field looking at me. It dropped out the trees, smashed through the branches, then it landed on the floor. The whole thing's on fire. It wouldn't respond to the controller, so I had to pull the plug manually. All blood coming out my hands, it's chipping up my nails. This is the damage what it done to the housing. All smoke coming out the speed controllers. Here you can see the picture of my blood. It chipped off my nails and ripped through my skin, and all little cuts like little razor blade coming out. So this picture here is a combination of the faults that it came with and what happened during the crash. It was a complete and utter nightmare. I spoke to the guys from Hubsan, Shally Lou, because people said that she was helpful. All she done was ask me loads of questions, didn't really give me any answers, and just kept stringing me along. And it was just long to deal with her as well. She don't really know anything. So I spoke to Annie. Annie said that it's likely that Gearbest have sold me a fake unit or a refurb because that's what they're known to do, and that's what I think because my drone came faulty. That was also confirmed by another user on the Facebook group that Hubsan have been posting on RC forums about selling dodgy goods. Annie emailed me again, and the solution was that I buy a new drone from Hubsan and they can give it to me for 169 US dollars, which I only paid 189 from Gearbest anyway with the controller, so not really an option. Gearbest have said I need to send the drone back in its original condition. Obviously that can't happen because I had to modify the controller because I had to buy all the spare parts because the controller was broken, and obviously the drone itself was broken and crashed itself. So now they've put me in a catch-22 situation and I don't know what to do really. So guys, so let me tell you where I'm at now. So on the Facebook group, there was a guy called Mark, and he saw my story and he was, upset about what happened. I don't know this guy, complete stranger. And this kind gentleman offered to send me his drone for free, his H501S for free, which was amazing. Like, I was really gobsmacked by it, like really tearful, like seriously, because obviously you don't get that kind of kindness these days. So I accepted, and he said to me, just put some money towards charity or something. So those of you that know me know that I run a charity group. So we go and feed the homeless every year, and just try to bring a bit of Christmas cheer at the end of the year, and socks and gloves and sweets and stuff like that. So I promised him I'll put my money towards that, which I definitely will put extra money towards that. So he sent me this drone, and first couple flights, everything was okay. Then the inevitable happened. First of all, I was coming down at a nice steady pace, and after it got to about 20 meters in the sky, engines completely cut out, and it just dropped down into some trees, into some bushes. So I've just had surgery, so I had to go wait for my son to come and go into the bushes to find the drone for me. So we retrieved the drone that way. Yesterday I went out just to have a quick flight before I went out to meet my friend, and this drone, I calibrated it. I lost control of this drone again about 20 meters in the air. It just stood there, finally hit return to home, and it came back, turned it all off, switched it all off, made sure I had no keys, phone, took off my Apple Watch, everything, nothing next to me, turned it on, recalibrated again, done the controller, GPS lock 11 on the drone, 7 on the controller. Again, it went up, done exactly the same thing. recalibrated again, done it all again, same thing again. You know what, I just can't turn this machine on. So I'm left with this drone here, which is my original one, the one that's just smashed to bits. You know, as I said, I probably won't get my money back on this now because they're playing silly buggers. So there's your piece of crap drone there, Hubsan. I will never ever buy a 501 or, you know what, no Hubsan drone again. I don't care how good they say it is, the specs or whatever. Yes, I know that there's people that have had good drones. They've had ones that fly perfectly. But let me tell you something, you are very lucky. Downvote this video if you want, if you must. If it makes you feel better, downvote it. But you know what, I've had it up to my neck now with, you know, these buying from these Chinese websites and these half-baked products which you don't know whether you're going to get a good one or a bad one. That's the whole package. I bought bags and everything for this drone is gonna be thrown away now. I've got spare motors. You're looking at 260 to about 260 English pounds down the drain. For what? For nothing. Something that I used 4 times. It's a complete waste of time. You know, I'm still going to persevere with this one because it was a very kind gesture from Mark, and I will persevere with this one. But luckily enough, my neighbour, he knew. Obviously he knows the story, and he had a parrot bebop too. It didn't look like this. It was red before, and ugly colour, ugly looking drone. So he sold this to me relatively cheap, you know, because I haven't got money to spend on a drone anymore. I spent a lot on the visual cost me nearly 50 quid. The Hubsan's 260 quid. You know, I couldn't really spend anymore because then you're going into like DJI money, and which I didn't really want to spend because I just wanted to learn how to fly. So anyway, I bought this one relatively cheap, and let me tell you something, this thing is a dream to fly. I will always now purchase from my local store, John Lewis or whatever. Forget Gearbest, I ain't AliExpress, I don't know, Banggood, Tom Top, I'm not buying from any of them no more. As far as I'm concerned, it's money down the drain. If you get a good one, fantastic. You are an extremely, exceptionally lucky human being, because most of us out there will get bad ones. You can check you know, the drone worship, his video. There's so many people out there that have shown the problems. They couldn't wait to get rid of it. So I'm going to keep this one for a while now because, like I said, I bought it cheap. I didn't really have no more money to spend on a drone, but I bought this one cheap, so I'm going to keep this one. And, you know, I will be looking to buy some sort of DJI Spark or maybe a Phantom 3 standard in a few months after I save up a bit more money. So, yeah, guys, that's it. So my recommendation for you is, 1, don't buy a Hubsan. I don't care what Hubsan it is. Don't buy that death trap. People are taking that 1,000 feet in the sky, whatever. They're sending it out of sight. If any drones are going to bring the UK extreme drone laws into effect, it's going to be a Hubsan. I guarantee you that, because one day that's going to fall from the sky and smash somebody in the head, or it's just going to drift off or do some serious damage. Don't buy a Hubsan. You'll be throwing your money away. I'm telling you now, okay? Buy yourself something better. Make sure that, you know, even if it costs a bit more, it's going to save you a lot of hassle in the long run, and you're probably going to have a lot more fun with it, and you'll be able to enjoy it. So guys, that's my video on the Hubsan. I know it's a bit long, it's a bit of a rant, but it had to be done. Don't watch, you know, them people who made the videos and they're just getting, you know, one drone and flying it a few times, giving their review saying it's fantastic. Look at the real reviews, the people that have spent time with this thing, okay? Guys, look after yourself, take it easy, bye.